You just never have to get up to leave. They even use scent. In 2006, a study proved that certain smells could increase play in slots by 46%. Not as flashy as the lights, but basically just as deadly. And to complete the whole experience, they're also taking advantage of your hearing. So fast-paced music like rock and pop can push you to make impulsive decisions. So think about that the next time you're in a casino and rocking out to the Rolling Stones. Basically, if you're already addicted, this only makes you even more prone to their tactics. So I'm not surprised that casinos would be invested in making sure that everything inside works towards one goal to basically deplete you of all your money. There are two people you can blame though for causing gambling addictions to skyrocket in casinos. Let's welcome to the stage Bill Friedman and the classic casino design, okay? Bill is your first guy. Now, you'd think that after being an addicted gambler himself, he would go and help others escape the downward spiral of addiction, but no, he just had to use his own experience to make thousands of lives worse. You gotta give it to him though, he literally researched this for 20 years just to find out what make people keep going back to casinos. After his in-depth research, he published his books, Designing Casinos to Dominate the Competition, where he revealed the design principles now commonly used in casinos to manipulate us. One of those being, for example, no clocks and no windows. Now, our Bill guy wanted to keep us in the casino for as long as possible. I kind of mentioned something like that before, but basically one of the ways they do this is having no clocks, which means losing track of time. With no windows, you can't look outside and see if it's getting dark or if the sun is already coming up. You won't even realize how long you've been in there. Scary, right? Like, I get that we all have cell phones nowadays, but simply eliminating additional factors for you to tell the time, see what time of day it is and all that kind of stuff, they all contribute. And the second factor that he emphasizes is labyrinthian design. Casinos are basically like mazes, and once you're in, there's no way out. So you can't even find your way to the restroom to take a shit without being bombarded by gaming opportunities at every turn. We can look at Bill as the bad guy here. He wants to make you feel trapped, overwhelmed, and confused. There are no clocks or windows in his casino, and you're gonna get lost. It's narrow, cramped, the ceilings are low, and the first and only thing you can see are those gaming machines designed to finish up all your cash. But now let's take a look inside of a different kind of casino, inside of Roger's casino. This guy's good, and he wants to make you feel good as well. He's got antique timepieces and skylights that let in the bright morning sun. It's spacious, open, the ceilings are high up above, and it's easy to get around. Gaming machines don't slap you in the face as soon as you step in. You're greeted with an elegant lobby filled with glass sculptures, chandeliers, and flower arrangements. There's even decor too. No, not those stupid slot machines. Real decor, beautiful silk fabrics and European finishings. Just say it. Roger's Casino makes Bill's look like a shithole. So who's this Roger guy? Well, he's your second guy to blame. Like, he's good, but not that good. You get what I'm saying here, right? Roger Thomas is his name. This is the guy who redesigned Las Vegas by flipping Bill Friedman's theory upside down. He basically shit on Bill's theory, saying there was no sense in making people feel like shit. Roger knew that the best way to lure us in and our money was to make us feel like we're part of something grand. And this was the idea of Roger's, that the environment you're in should make you feel good, because Roger didn't want players to feel uncomfortable or anxious. This guy was smart. He wanted the opulent surroundings to numb the players' disappointment, numb their disappointment despite their massive losses. He believed that they would be more likely to place higher and riskier bets if they were relaxed, and he was absolutely right. He knew that people tend to adapt to the characteristics of the space they're staying in. So how would you feel in a dark, stuffy box filled with flashing lights? Kind of nightmarish. Even if it's effectively addictive, it's just not a pleasurable experience overall. So with this logic, Roger knew that people would feel glamorous in a glamorous space and rich in a rich space. He's got a point. I mean, who doesn't want to feel rich? So now, don't get ahead of yourself. Just because you're now aware of how these tactics work doesn't mean that it's enough to stop your gambling addiction. But the next time you catch yourself in a casino, maybe you can determine whether it's one of Bill's or one of Roger's. Actually, f that. After watching this video, you shouldn't even want to step a foot in a casino ever again. They want you to lose, so stop wasting your money. The odds will never be in your favor. You can never win.